Okay, this is the fix. It usually stems from a bad record in the document table. I'm going to show you how to fix that. First thing we need to do is we need to get the primary key of this patient in the database. The easiest way I find to do that is going to PT Doctor. Just select any user, and we can now find that patient. It is this patient. If we needed to find them, we just hit this Find Patient button and then start typing it in. There she is. This is the patient information screen. It gives you a lot of their demographics. We're going to come down here. This is this patient's primary key. That's just the main number by which they are known by throughout the database. I'm going to go ahead and press Control C and copy that and get out of it. I can get out of PT Doctor. Now I'm going to go into a little database viewer. It's found in the E folder. Actually, if you look at this path, CPT Wavedir USIE CBW / CBFW FUBAR LABLIBIAMA. That's the path to that viewer. You could just double click my computer and get to it. But if you're like me, I like to put everything in run so it's there in the future. This is actually looking at the table we need. These are all the tables within the database. So if you weren't, if you came up to a different table, sometimes you'll see this one. You just have to find the PT Doc table. It stands for document. Okay. So these are all of the documents in that table. There's a gazillion of them. Down here it tells you how many there are. There's 56,268 records in this table. These are all the fields in the table. We're going to filter by this one, the doc pat FK. This is what that stands for, is the document patient foreign key. This is the document's primary key. Gee whiz information for you. This key also corresponds to the name of the actual document in the pat docs folder. Most of them are PDF documents, as you can see, but you can actually import anything in there, so it could be anything. But if you're wanting to see the document itself without going through one of the programs, you can go straight to the pat docs folder and find that document name. The pat docs folder, of course, is in the PT Dental folder, as seen right here. As you can see, all of the names, or maybe as you can't see because this is taking forever. I don't know if I'm going to wait for this. Probably not. Maybe I'll show it to you later, but you'll see that the names correspond with the primary key. Anyways, we're going to filter by this. So these are all the fields you can choose from. And we're going to filter this field by this patient. So we'll only be seeing this patient's documents in this particular view. So I just pasted in so the doc pat FK has to be equal to this patient PK, and that will yield the results of seeing all this patient's documents. So when I do that, this is going to take a little bit. These are all the documents that are assigned to this patient. Typically when you get that error, that blue screen error, it's going to be because of a bad record in here. Now, I didn't actually verify that what they're saying was true, that they're getting that error. These people happen to use the PT patient or PT staff application, so I'm going to actually go into this patient through this, and maybe they're lying to me and they're not even getting that error. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. I'm going to pause. Okay, back at it. Let's search for this patient. KT. So this is when they say they're getting a blue screen of death every time they're trying to go in. Hey, they aren't lying. That's cool. As you can see, it is referencing the PT doc table. so what I've found is that typically that's just the latest one they imported in. There's just something wrong with it. For whatever reason, it doesn't like it. So I'm just going to delete that by hitting this little delete command on the thingy there. We'll just verify. We can get back in. I'm going to pause it again. No, I'm pausing. Unpause, KAT. I typed it, let's see. Oh, fetch. Code 0 from nodes. Key is not unique in collection. Guess let's keep deleting until we see which one it is. We could also look to see if... Oh, look. No. Yep. Ooh. It's this one right here. It has the exact same primary key. You can't have two things with the same primary key. I could have probably looked a little closer and figured that out, but whatever. We're going to open this up and pause it again. Unpause, KAT. Voila, it's fixed. Okay, cool, that was fun. I'm sure you're very excited. Write that in your database somehow or save this ridiculously lame video later.